Hello, everyone. Welcome to Boys and Girls Club on the Go. I apologize that we're starting a little bit late. We had a few technical difficulties setting up our camera, but we are ready to go. I have Mr. Sergio here with me today.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining us today. We look forward to showing you an awesome activity that we have planned out. As always, make sure to comment letting us know who's watching, so let us know what site you're at, where you're, if you're in a different city and state. So make sure to comment and we'll interact with you guys.
Absolutely, and as always, please be mindful of Facebook safety. Make sure that you have your parents' permission to be online live with us. We're so happy that you're here. And of course, with their permission, definitely share the information that Mr. Sergio said. We want to make sure that everyone is having fun and is most importantly being safe online. And speaking of safety, we want to give you our usual safety tips as well. Make sure that you are always washing your hands at least 20 seconds. Washing your hands, ensures that you're keeping those germs away. Miss TK a few weeks ago did a great demonstration on hand washing, so be sure to check that out. And if you can't wash your hands, another great alternative is to use hand sanitizer.
You definitely want to make sure not to touch your face, since that's the easiest way that you can get germs on your face and inside of your body. So you want to make sure not to touch your face. Wear a mask if you have to, and if that helps you with that. Another great thing that we can talk about is definitely practicing social distance. So you want to make sure to stay at least 6 feet away from someone. And if you see your friend, don't high five them, just give them a fist bump.
And next, we want to make sure that we are always being mindful of our bodies. So if you feel sick or if you don't feel well, it's okay. Just tell an adult, that way they can get you the best help as possible. It's allergy season. There's a lot going on around this time. So let's be mindful of our bodies and make sure that we're staying hydrated and as healthy as possible.
Also, if you need to sneeze, make sure to do a little dab with your elbow. And make sure you sanitize that area after you sneeze, just to be safe. So, with some soap or hand sanitizer, just make sure you get all the germs off.
Speaking of sneeze, for Wellness Wednesday last week, I did a demonstration to show the impact that a sneeze can have and the distance that it can go. You may not be able to see it. However, sneezes can go really far, and coughs as well. So definitely check that video out if you're interested. So now I think that we are ready to get started. We have a few people that are joining in. Hi, Miss Jan. Hi, Miss Katie. Thank y'all for joining in. Again, if you missed the beginning, let us know what site you're from. We want to give you a shout out. We especially want to acknowledge our members that are here. We have a few YDPs and site coordinators that are tuning in as well. So we're so excited to have y'all here.
Yeah, and we also want to encourage you guys to share this video with your Facebook friends. Let them see what we're doing at the club, and that way we can reach more kids who can have access to all the content that we're creating.
So today we are doing a DIY STEM activity, and this activity is an egg drop. So the purpose of this activity is to get an egg, a regular raw egg, and we are going to see how high we can drop it for it to not break. And we are actually going to create a barrier around the egg and see which would work best. So some of the supplies that we have, of course, we have eggs. And when using this, you of course want to make sure that you are asking your parents about these supplies, especially when using things like eggs and raw foods. Make sure that you're practicing proper kitchen safety with washing your hands. Even if you're not eating it, you still want to make sure that you're being careful, just in case you may come in contact with the raw foods.
Just real quick, shout out to Magnolia, shout out to UT, and then shout out to Bel Air. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Another material that we have that we're going to use today is this string. So you can use any color string that you'd like to use.
You can also use yarn, anything. And we also have a few straws here. You don't need this many, but we have a few straws.
And these are just materials that we're suggesting. You guys can use anything that you'd like to use, so anything that you have lying around. We basically just want to create a sort of barrier to prevent the egg from from breaking.
We also have plastic bags, and we have a big shopping bag as well. And we have tape, Scotch tape and duct tape.
Did you show the cotton ball?
I did.
Okay.
You can do those.
Okay. So we also have bubble wrap, so this is definitely going to come in handy today, as well as cotton balls.
We have a few rubber bands, and we have a few cups, and we have these foam sheets, which again, as Mr. Sergio said, you don't need all of these things. You can experiment and try different things out to see what will work best for you. So let's get started.
All right, awesome.
So the trick is when you are protecting your egg, you can only use 3 items per egg. So that,
what? I didn't know that. Okay.
You can only use
challenging.
3 items per egg. So if you use 3 items, let's say one of your items is a straw, that does not mean that you can only use 1 straw. You can use as many straws as you like, but straws in general will be 1 item. So if you were to use Ziploc bags, then you can only use 1 Ziploc bag. If you were to select cotton balls, you can select multiple, but that would be your 1 item. Does everyone understand?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, let's give it a shot. And afterwards, we will go outside and test it out, but we want y'all to see the creations that we put together. And definitely in the comments, let us know what you think would help the egg not break. So, Mr. Sergio, what are you using?
I'm very tempted to use the bubble wrap since I know that will definitely give it some protection, but I think I'll start off with something that I wouldn't normally use, so I think I'm going to use the straws.
Okay. My first 3, I think I am going to go with cotton balls. This is for my first egg. I'm going to go with cotton balls, a cup, and duct tape. That's for my first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use straws, a cup, and then cotton balls as well.
Okay.
Excuse me.
And for those of you that are just now tuning in with us, we are doing an egg drop activity.
So what I'm doing is I'm cutting up the straws that I have to kind of make a first protective barrier, and then I'm going to add something else, and then I'll wrap it up by adding, so I'm going to add the cotton balls after I add some straw pieces, and then I'm going to finish it up by adding some more straw pieces at the top, just for that extra support.
So for mine, I am actually going to first add cotton balls at the bottom of the cup. And now I'm actually going to try something a little different here. I'm going to use the duct tape inside of my cup.
Let us know in the comments who you think has the best strategy at the moment. We're going to do this a couple of times, but let us know if you think Mr. Sergio is going to win with the straws and cotton balls, or if Miss Jaleesa is going to win with all the things that she's putting in her cup.
And I'll kind of show y'all what I'm doing with the duct tape and the cotton balls. Let's see, we have a few comments. Okay, we have a few people saying they would use the cup for support and then cotton balls for cushion. Miss Katie, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Miss Janae says after you put the straw for a barrier, she would put the egg in and secure the cotton balls. So for me right now, I have my cotton balls inside, and I'm going to put duct tape on those, and then add a few more cotton balls, and then my egg, and then do the same thing on top. I hope that makes sense. I'll try to come in so that y'all can see.
And I have some straw pieces in there. So I used about 4 to 5 straws. And next I'm going to add some cotton balls for extra support. How many cotton balls would you recommend using?
Well, I'm not going to give you a tip.
Okay.
Mr.
I was asking for numbers, but...
It's okay. I'm just kidding. It's always good, when doing science experiments. Of course, we have friendly competition, but it's all friendly competition. We want to make sure that we're helping each other and giving each other advice and giving each other tips as well. So I'm using about 5 to 6 cotton balls.
Okay. I used about 10, so...
Okay. So now
I think just to make it fair, I'll take out 5 and just use 5. That way we can have.
Well, I have more.
Oh, you do?
I have more. There's like 5 per layer.
Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so I'm keeping that in there.
So now I'm actually going to put my egg in. And it's kind of nestled in there in the center of the cup. And I'm going to add a layer of cotton balls on top and then duct tape and another layer of cotton balls. So our goal today is to drop the eggs from about 10 feet. And if you're at home, you can ask an adult to help you drop the egg from very far, because we want to make sure that we're being as safe as possible. Or if you have stairs in your home, or if you live in an apartment complex, you can drop it from the 2nd level. But again, make sure that you have permission from an adult to do that.
Yeah, let's just keep in mind that this could potentially be really messy if the egg is not entirely secured. But so you might want to have like a tarp or something laying out just to make sure that you get all the mess in just one area and that you can easily clean it up. So what I'm doing now is I did add some cotton balls after I put the egg in, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to add pieces of straw before I add a final layer of cotton balls.
So I put my egg in, I showed you all, and I'm adding in my cotton balls, and I'm taping the top so the egg is nice and secure in there. There's cotton all around, so we'll see. I think for my next one, I might do some sort of parachute.
Cool. So I have, you can see the egg, it's right here. There's cotton all around it, and then we also have pieces of straw on there. So I just have a question for everyone. What materials would you use that we're not using? So what would you recommend that our members use to make these? They're not all parachutes, right? Well, it's kind of a parachute.
Okay, so my first one is done. It feels pretty secure in there. I can shake it and I don't feel it moving around. So I am going to get started on my second one. I think I will go with the parachute idea. So the key is, should I do a parachute with one big bag, or do you guys think I should use a Ziploc bag?
I would say the big bag would hold more air in it, right? So maybe that would work best.
I'm going to try it out. So my supplies for my next are going to be, let's see. What are you thinking about using for your next one?
So what I'm thinking of using for my next one is, I'll show you guys. I caved in and I'm gonna use the bubble wrap. I'm gonna use this bag to hold everything. And then I also want to use some of this foam paper that we have. So I'm gonna start by putting the egg in here, and then we're gonna wrap it with the wrap, and then we're going to put it in here.
So I am going to do a test. I'm going to get a little bit adventurous here. Of course, this is a science project, and we are just testing out these theories to see what will work best. So I'm going to use the bag, straws, and duct tape again. So this time I'm not going to completely encase my egg into something. I'm actually going to surround it with the straws. And it's always good to be careful when handling your egg. You don't want it to accidentally break. Okay, we got it. I have my idea now.
So I've rolled my egg up with these 3 foam sheets, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put the plastic wrap in here on both ends, so that way it'll be secure. It probably won't stay in this shape, but well, maybe it will once it's in the bag.
I can't wait to see what happens with these.
Yeah. Again, if you guys want to vote and see who will have more, whose eggs will have a better chance of not breaking, let us know, and we'll let you guys know who was right.
And I'll let y'all know, I'll let y'all see in a little bit what I'm working on with my straw and duct tape creation. Oh wow, that looks pretty secure.
Let's hope it is. So at the end, I ended up wrapping it with even more of this bubble wrap, and now it's going to go inside of the bag. So I definitely feel like this one's way more secure than the first one that I made, definitely because of all the bubble wrap. And if you notice, I couldn't put it all the way inside of the bag, but that's okay. It's pretty much, we're using the bag to pretty much hold everything in place.
So I am wrapping my egg in the straws.
Wow,
right now.
that's so cool.
Yeah, I really just made this up, so hopefully it works. So this is kind of...
I really like that. Very creative.
This is what I've done. So inside of this straw creation is my egg. You can see it in there. So now I'm going to incorporate the bags. And it's duct taped inside so it can't come out the opposite way.
So here's my second one. Looks pretty secure. Are we gonna do 3 each?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we have one more left. So we have one more. Maybe let's see if our viewers have any suggestions on what we can use. So if there are any materials that y'all would like for us to put together, again, we have the foam paper, we have rubber bands, we have one more cup left, we have a few straws, Ziploc bags, bubble wrap, tape. We even have cupcake holders. So and the cotton balls. So let us know in the comments what you want to see us try, and we'll test out your theory.
Sounds great.
Okay, I'm just about done with my second one. So this is what I came up with. I'm hoping that it will work sort of as a parachute. I have air on all sides that can get inside, and hopefully it'll work. Good idea, Katie. I taped it on the inside there, so I'm hoping that it doesn't slide out. I'm a little bit afraid to bend the straws, honestly, because I don't want to put too much pressure and break the egg. But if I can, I'll let you know. Let's see, Miss Janae is suggesting cotton balls, duct tape, and a Ziploc or a cup. So I did that with my first one. I used cotton balls, a cup, and duct tape in this one. Let's see. So you don't have to use 3 materials, but 3 materials is the max. Good question, Miss Jan. So what are you thinking about for your third one?
I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of thinking about these little cupcake holder things.
Okay.
So, and maybe some rubber bands.
Okay, yeah, we haven't used the rubber bands yet.
So I think I'm going to wrap the egg with rubber bands and then put it in here and then in a bag.
Okay. So I think when using rubber bands, one thing to remember is that they do apply pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do too many of them and break your egg from the pressure. I have seen that happen before. Let's see if we have anything else. Okay. Okay, I think that I will use, I think I'm going to use the bubble wrap, rubber bands, and a Ziploc bag. Do you have the scissors, please?
Yes.
So I've got my bubble wrap here, and I'm going to wrap my egg in it.
What I've done is I've pretty much put the rubber bands in between each layer. I put most of them inside with the egg, so hopefully that'll help it balance and not really break. And then I'm going to use some rubber bands to secure everything in place.
So I think instead of using the Ziploc bag, I may actually use the few of the straws that we have left.
So the egg's in here, nice and secured, and there's rubber bands all in between these. And lastly, it will go in the plastic bag. And since we can use the materials as many times as we want, or as much as we want, I'm going to put it inside of another bag. And then maybe just one more bag. Did you need a bag?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm using rubber bands, bubble wrap, and straws.
And what I used for my last one was the cupcake holder, some rubber bands, and then plastic bags.
I'm just about finished here.
Yeah, I was thinking there's stairs that lead upstairs, right? But maybe make a mess.
Outdoors? Outdoors?
Yeah.
Really?
No, no, just like upstairs. I think it's like just a stairway, like where we could drop them.
Oh, man. I had no idea.
Don't really check.
Well, I might be done pretty soon. It's inside here?
Yeah,
Really? Is it? Do you need like a code to get in there?
I'm not sure. That's what
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah,
But I've
like-
seen people like. Let's see. So I'm just about finished. I'm adding straws to the other side as well. Yeah, maybe too late to check. And I'm going to add one more rubber band.
So which one do you think is the sturdiest or the most protective one that you made so far? And which one's the one that you think is the least?
I honestly think the least protected is the duct tape and the cotton balls. I'm nervous that the cotton balls won't be able to,
Reduce the
yeah,
impact?
won't be able to reduce the impact of the fall. I'm also kind of nervous about this one. I've used quite a few rubber bands, and I'm really hoping that the bubble wrap is offsetting the pressure from the rubber bands. So this is my last one. I have an egg and bubble wrap and rubber bands and the straws, and I'm hoping that the straws will kind of offset the fall and it'll do more of a tumble. So
So the
What
one that
about
I
you?
think is most secure would probably be this one
mhm.
because of all the bubble wrap and the foam and everything. The one that I'm worried about is the first one that I made with the straws and the cotton balls, because I feel like if it falls the wrong way, the cotton balls can just fall out and the egg will just fall out. So definitely could have secured this better, but it's okay.
All right, so we are going to take this outside, and just bear with us for a little bit. We will be moving you all.
I'll grab yours.
Okay, thank you. Let me get my keys. Okay. All right, and now we're just setting up our landing area here. We're using some paper and we are going to put it on the ground. Okay. I'm excited that it's windy outdoors. Here we go. And I'll take this. So I would say,
Okay, it says live again.
I would say talk to them.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that sounded bad.
Now here's the last one.
Okay. What if this flies away?
1, 2, 3. That sound was interesting.
Okay,
All right,
now
there we
let's
go.
try. You ready? Maybe we should do that one last.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. A little bit of bounce.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Now here's the last one. This one's definitely gonna get a little messy because of the cotton. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Did I break that?
I don't think so.
Okay, now let's see.
All right, here we go. So as you can see with mine, everything did kind of come out, but
Oh wow,
The
the
egg
egg
seems to be
actually did
intact,
not
yeah.
break. Wow. Okay.
so that's one for me.
So now this one, it had a pretty nasty sound. Let's check the inside out. Oh, it did break. It did break.
Let's see.
So I think
Oh.
yep, definitely broken. So I think the impact from the straw, there wasn't as much wind as you can show me. There wasn't as much wind as I predicted for that drop, and I think that definitely affected the bag opening and the impact. So let's check out the others. Let's see.
I'll just wait till you're done with
Okay.
yours.
Oh wow, the egg is still intact. So this is the one with the duct tape and the cotton. So it provided really great protection and the egg is still there.
So it seems like cotton's great, definitely. So you definitely want to try to use cotton if that's available to you.
Oh, it's broken.
Oh, yeah, definitely broken.
So which one is this?
This one was the second one, I believe. No, this one was the last one.
Okay.
And yeah, so it definitely cracked. It's super sticky now.
All right, let's check out our last two.
This is the one that I thought would be really protected, and it
Oh,
is.
it is.
Also.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay.
So bubble wrap's definitely great.
So let's try the last one. That one had a very interesting sound.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want me
You can do it. So this was my last one with the straws, the rubber bands, and the bubble wrap. I'm not sure if I can actually kind of see it on the side.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Did it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, so this one actually cracked. And I feel like the pressure from the rubber bands could have actually assisted in that. Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
This one's really cracked.
Yeah, that one actually cracks the most in
Do you
comparison
think
to
that
the
maybe
others.
if you would have put the straws
Inside?
that would have helped?
Yeah, that actually probably would have helped. What about with the others? I think with the parachute, maybe if there was a way for me to get more air in the bag,
Or maybe from like a higher
that
place.
one definitely would have worked. What about yours with the cupcake liners? What do you think
So it
could have
seems
worked
that
better?
that the rubber bands definitely weren't enough support to keep it from cracking. So I would say maybe I should have put the rubber bands outside and just used the cupcake holders on the inside.
Okay. Oh wait, here it is. Okay. So thank y'all so much for joining in on this experiment. We really hope that y'all enjoyed it. So now, as always, with any activity, you want to make sure that you clean up your mess and It's easy to do this if you have a tarp or have anything that you can put down on the ground. We hope that y'all enjoy it, and if you try this activity at home, let us know what 3 items you use to protect your egg, and let us know your experiment and how high the drop is and anything that you observed. As always, we'll be here every day, Monday through Thursday at 3 p.m. to give you Boys and Girls Club on the go and to bring the activities and the club experience to you in your home. Be sure to check out our Goose Chase app. We actually just finished our first round last Friday, so we are excited to announce the winners this week. But we have a new round every 2 weeks, so definitely come and check us out.
We are super excited. Our awesome YDPs have been creating a lot of great content for the Goose Chase app. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And I just want to share the code with everyone in case you're interested. So you just download the Goose Chase app, and the code that you would put is JW, the number 8, RWQ. So again, that's JW, the number 8, R, W, and Q. And I actually checked out the app a few days ago, and it's pretty cool. There's a lot of really fun things that you can do on there, so make sure to check it out.
Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for joining us for Boys and Girls Club on the Day. We'll see you on the go. We'll see you tomorrow.